Hi, this is Kerr, and I have a revelation report that will probably really bless you. Do you know that you were born to create? The Word says that we are made in the image of God and after their likeness. God is the ultimate great creator. Everything you see was made by Him. Everything that ever will be created came from the heart of God. Eternity lives in Him. Creation flows from Him. Even walking up the steps of the throne on your way back, when you've died and moved to heaven, and you're going to meet the Father for the first time, if you look in the steps of the throne itself, you will literally see creation taking some place out in space, somewhere where God is creating things for us in heaven all the time. You know, creativity was put in you when you were sent to this earth because that's part of His likeness. He's the great creator. There's even a place in heaven when you go there called Creation Lab where you get to practice. Well, on this earth is our initial run with creating. You create words, atmospheres. You do kind of create your own world and where you're living by the decisions you've made in your life. And yeah, I know, you know what it says, that bad things come to the believers and the non-believers. It comes to the good, it comes to the bad. But what you do with every one of those things that come against you, that's going to create your world. Are you going to let it stick in you for the rest of your life and feel sorry for yourself? Are you going to be beat up and crushed down, oppressed because of things that you've gone through? You know what? You can take everything you've gone through in your life and turn it into victory. You can make yourself stronger. You can learn from those things. And you need to learn to speak the correct words. It says the power of life and death is in your tongue. That means you bring life into your own life or death. That means negative or positive things can flow into your life and even out of you by the things that you say with your mouth. It says out of your belly flows rivers of living water. When you say the right things, literally, I see rivers of living water flowing from people. That creates an atmosphere of life around you or around the person you're talking to. When you say the wrong things, when you slander, backbite, gossip, when nothing but negative, hateful things come out of your mouth, you know what comes out of you? A cesspool. You've attracted hell to come enter into your life and get involved with your life. You need to clean that stuff out of your life. You need to speak the right words. Release God's power from your mouth. We were made to create in this world. You can change situations, your circumstances, by the things you say, by the actions you do. You can choose to go after the things of God, pursue them. You can choose to pursue the things of the enemy. Well, I can tell you, if you pursue darkness, darkness is going to move into your home. It will affect your finances, your relationships, even the health of your body. You need to make sure that you've invited heaven into your life. Let the presence of God flow into your home. If you're living your life right, and I visit somebody, I literally see rivers of living water flowing through your home. And you know what? Your angels surf on them. They're so filled with joy that you're bringing life into your home, life into people. And you do choose what happens to you after you've gone through a traumatic experience. We've faced those things ourselves. We made a decision. I'm living in victory. No matter what the enemy brings against me, I'm not going to let it crush me down or hold me back. I'm going to create good and life in this earth. I have, by my own choices, created my own world. I live in the presence of God. I walk in the supernatural realm because I made the God choices. I didn't choose the things the enemy would present to me. I didn't choose temptation to run off and fulfill other desires I may have had or thought about. You need to pull every thought captive. Pull it down if it's not from God. Don't let that stay as a part of your being. Don't backbite and gossip and allow the enemy to come into your life. When you say or do the wrong thing in this world, or even just outright choose to sin when you know that's against God, you actually pick yourself up and put your life in the middle of the enemy's camp. And who wants to live there, right? You need to learn to create the God things, the heaven things in your life. You make the right choices. Your will does do what it's willing to do. Everything God did, He did it by an act of His will. You can change your life right now by an act of your will, regardless of how you've lived up to now. You say, Father, as an act of my will, I'm going to choose life. I'm going to choose the God things. So help me to get that stuff out of my life. I don't want to run after the things of the enemy. I want to establish something in this earth that will speak for the kingdom of heaven. I want heaven coming to earth through me, through my home, through my life. And you need to practice. This is practicing creating, because when you get to heaven, you actually go into a place called Creation Lab and you practice creating animals, places and things, not people. And you know what? On the new earth, God will give you your own planet. You get to create fun places, things to do, places to go to. And so you know what? This life right here is just a first run. You're here, but your life needs to count for heaven in this earth. So you watch what you're saying, watch where you're going, let heaven in, keep hell out, and you will have a world you want to live in.